Welcome back to another episode of Julie in the Truck. Let's go. My name's Julie Laughton, and I'm a designer and a licensed general contractor. What makes me unique is that I take my design abilities and put them to use while I'm a contractor, so I combine the two. I actually provide this wonderful one-stop shop for all my clients where they can hire me and go from conception to completion, talking to one person in charge of the whole project for them and have no worries. It's kind of unique, like no one else does it. So my thing is I started drawing when I was like 14 years old, technical drafting, because before that I was drawing, animals and horses, and then I started drawing buildings. But I learned to draft and do mechanical engineering and architecture drawing when I was 14. So by the time I got to college, it was a no-brainer that I should go to school for architecture, which I did. And then I changed my mind and switched to landscape architecture. And then I switched again to interior design, which is space planning and how humans, live, function in their dwelling. It's a lot of ergonomics and technical aspect of design. So after all that, I took all that knowledge and that degree and went to New York City and worked for 2 architects and 1 designer. And then I got to work with the top 5 developers of New York City, and it was kind of fun because I was like 22 and I was in front of these 50-year-old men presenting all these projects for them, and it was just me presenting it. And then I had a team behind me, but I got the best experience in New York City at a very young age, and everything I learned there is what I know today about business. So it was very valuable, and I can actually say I made it in New York City because I actually worked for the top people. So it was fun. And then I moved to California. So now I'm in California and I'm working, and it's 30 years later since I started my business, and I have to say it's been a wonderful journey and a lot of learning along the way and a lot of growth. And I've had mentors along the way, and 2 of them, my biggest mentors in my fan club is like my grandma and my mother, to keep me on track, because it's all about your goals, and having someone to say, should I do this, shouldn't I do this, and help you sort out your thoughts. So I have also invested time and money into coaching, business coaching, because you need to be able to sort out what you need to do as you get older, and you're growing your business too. So anyway, the whole thing has been a wonderful journey, and I can't say enough about the fact designers should all know construction, and contractors should all know a little bit about design, because the entire process is what the client experiences. It's a one-stop shop for the client, no matter how many people they work with. I can do it as one person, but if you didn't hire one person like myself, for example, you'd have to hire 10 other professionals to do what we provide. So it's just been so rewarding to be able to provide that service, and I'm still doing it, and I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. My favorite areas to work on are where I live, which is the Laguna Beach and Newport Beach area. I don't travel too far anymore. I used to do LA and Pasadena, but now I stick to my coastal community of Balboa Peninsula, Crystal Cove, and Laguna Beach. And it's just nice to be in an area that you don't have to drive more than 30 miles, but there's so much housing here and so much remodeling going on. It's like an endless opportunity for business. I think my biggest influence on the design style comes from the classic architects from the way back time machine, because I like, Frank Lloyd Wright, of course, but I like Wallace Neff, like the Mediterranean style, the romantic Spanish Mediterranean style. And all that style can be converted into ultra modern, because there's a handful of really fabulous modern architects like Laughton. If you look up his designs, you walk into one of his buildings and actually experience one of his homes, it like talks to you, it speaks to you, because it's so well thought out. So I do like traditional architecture, timeless Mediterranean, but my favorite other is modern, and all the traditional homes can be modern inside, for example, but the true modern, it's an art piece. It's a masterpiece to do truly modern homes. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Julie in the Truck.